One of the most common source of error in Excel is made in cell formatting. For example, I'll show you what happens when I enter 1, 2. Okay, so here what I'm thinking the data I've put is a fraction. But as I click away or press enter, Excel thinks that it is a date. So that's a common source of error that happens in Excel. And in this video, we're gonna talk about how we can avoid this kind of errors. The great thing about Excel is that Excel can accommodate various types of numbers such as whole numbers, decimal numbers, currency, measurement like weight, counts and dates. But it is important to remember about cell formatting and make sure that your cell is formatted in the correct category so that Excel is thinking what you're thinking. Here I'm gonna create a table to show you how you can use cell formatting to your aid. First, I'm gonna create the header of the table. So data category, example, and example 2. Another tip I'll give you here is that sometimes, as you can see here, that there's too much data to fit in one of the cell. What you can do is using your mouse cursor, come here and then just expand this. Yeah, see, it's easy. Text, number, Excel has a way of communicating to you what it is thinking. For example, if I write a text here, the month, current month, March, and I can write something like March in March. No, what can I write? Subscribe to learn and we can do that. And here I want to write some number, for example 35. Let's just do easy number, 40 and 20. Did you notice here something? When you write some text in Excel, the text will always go in the left. This is Excel's way of telling you that the data is text, as words, text. And when you enter number, Excel put the number in the right. This is the way for Excel to tell you that it is thinking that the data put is a number. Now moving on to the formula cell. So as you may already have known that Excel is great for calculation with something. So every time you want to calculate something, write a formula or equation, you need to type equal. By putting equal, you are telling Excel that you want to calculate something. For example, in here we want to find the difference between 40 and 20. What we'll do is type B3 and then minus and then enter. It's 20. And in this box, if you type the same equation as the formula, so B3 minus C3 equals 20. And this is something you can do either here, here, or here. You just have to type the equation, equal sign, and use this formula, and you'll get the same exact answer anywhere. Now I'm gonna share more detailed information about cell formatting with you. For example, let's start with typing today's date, which is 3/6/2022. Click away or enter. You'll see that Excel adds the 0 on its own, which is great. Anyways, now if you click the right button here and go to format cell, here you can see formatting cell, like what format the cell would appear as. So you can give it as general, number, currency. Because we entered a date, we want it as a date. And the great thing about Excel is that Excel shows few variety way of writing date. For example, you can include this for like this. It's gonna of course come as 3rd June, the one date I entered, like that. Yeah, you can have variety of information. You can suit it to the country you live in. So in this case I'm gonna use English UK as I'm in the UK. And a very critical and important information here is that now that the cell is formatted as a date, it's gonna stay as a date no matter whatever information you type it as. For example, I've cut it away. Format cell. See, it still shows as a date. If I write Excel here, format cell, it's still gonna show as a date. So if you want to change the format of the cell, now you don't want to include the date in this cell, you want to include some other information such as currency, then you have to change it as currency, or otherwise just use general. This is where major mistakes happen, because Excel will interpret anything in this cell as date if the format of the cell is selected as date. Now I'll show you how you can enter a fraction. For example, I add 1.5, click away, enter. Because the cell is formatted as a date, so here Excel assumed that it's going to be a date, that's why they automatically set it as a date. So here what we're going to do is format cell, and we want fraction up to 2 digits. Okay, therefore now if I enter 1.5, it's going to be as 1.5. Finally, I'm going to show you an example with currency. So let's take a number 20, and we want to tell Excel to reflect this not as just a number but as a currency. Therefore what we can do is go to format cell and click currency, and then here you want to use the pound sign, 2 decimal point. Okay, and it's going to write it as a currency. It's really easy once you know. I've used 2 decimal places here as we also include cents in pound. That's why. This is the end of the video, guys, and I really hope you have found this useful. Do let me know. Thank you for watching.